Well, hello everybody. First live stream on this channel, first video on this channel. So if you've already subscribed, I probably conned you into it. So I appreciate you subscribing. If you're just tuning in, I hope you do subscribe. I am semi used to streaming in terms of like Liverpool content that we do on AmericanScouser.com. Hence, that's why it says the Turkish one over there under my name still. But this is new. The whole gaming thing is kind of new, and I've been doing, as you can see from my age, gaming for quite some time now. But while the early years were all like PC gaming, recently, I would say the last decade or so, probably gotten a bit more lazy, more couch gaming, more console gaming. I mean, like a lot of FIFA, a lot of like Call of Duty and stuff like that. And most of the games I played has been on console and kind of like saved the PC for like more like real time strategy and games that really rarely get transferred onto the console. They have done a lot better job with that, like Frostpunk and stuff like that, like transferring over there. But I've been like meaning to get back to having a decent enough PC to be able to do some gaming. Not that it's going to be a lot of like graphic requiring or anything like that, but it's going to be mostly stuff that's going to be mostly probably strategy, odd games. Some of them might be old, new to me, old to you, kind of a deal. But I'm hoping that people kind of jump on, keep me company, hopefully guide me through the process too, because a lot of these games is going to be like a high, like a pretty steep learning curve. It looks like, or at least it feels like. So we'll give it a go over here and see how it goes. I'm going to, there'll probably be like, since it's the first stream, be ready for some ridiculous and obnoxious technical difficulties. So I'll warn you ahead of that. But we'll kind of get used to it as we go over here. But the first game that I kind of figured I would start with, and I know I'm going to keep going to the left over here to catch any comments or anything like that, because I really am hoping as I play these games, they are totally new to me. This Last Train Home is a really like highly regarded like real-time strategy kind of game that I wanted to get into. But like I say, most of these games have a really steep learning curve, and that's what kind of makes them fun in some ways, because you do something and you're like, damn, I should have probably done it this way and all that kind of stuff and going back. And that's what kind of makes it addicting in a way. You don't want it too easy, you don't want it too difficult. So I am picking the commander type over here. Let me get the screen sharing action in effect over here. Hopefully me in the top corner is a lot better over here. But yeah, going with the commander thing, it does say it's kind of like a happy medium where you kind of do a little bit of each. I noticed that some of them are more focused on the fighting aspect, some of them are more focused on the building aspect. Like I said, the game concept is really new to me, not in terms of real-time strategy, but it's like a different kind. Like I say, great reviews, and that's what kind of conned me into it. Usually add a bunch of games on Steam, wait till like one of these like sale events and I get a bunch, and then as I did with this game, I hop in, try it for 15-20 minutes, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool. And then kind of like sometimes never get back into it, which is kind of sad to say, but it is what it is. I'm hoping people will jump on and kind of like guide me through the process because of that, to be honest with you, because it is going to be a learning curve, and then you will see shortly that I can use all the help that I can get. So if you're watching live, throw in a comment. I'll try to respond as much as possible, and I'm really hoping, like I say, people help me along over here. So the game is Last Train Home. I don't know enough, to be honest with you, to change like the settings or what to change into in the first place. So we'll go with this and see how it goes. Kind of like pretty much leaving everything as default over here. In terms of sound, I hope it's not too loud on the microphone over here. That'll be, like I say, kind of like a learning process as we go over here. But it says you can adjust the difficulty settings. That's almost like a heads up, isn't it? Like, hey, uh, you might need to change this kind of thing. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll figure this out. So, okay. It obviously the era is, I find these a lot better than honestly like the newer stuff, maybe because I'm old, but like the World War I, World War II strategy games, I find it a lot more appealing than um like the newer age stuff where they just make up weapons and make up units and stuff like that. So you'll probably see me playing a lot more of these than the other stuff. I do have a couple of games that I do have in queue, by the way, though, that kind of go against this, like Dune and stuff like that. But So this basically, I kind of like watch through this. So that's kind of like a give a background into like what's going on and what you have to do. So I missed it. Basically, the ultimate goal is getting this train, from what I understand, across the line over here. But you will have to stop. You will have to gather resources. Sounds like there's a bit more of like a resource gathering, and then using those resources, and then more unit building and stuff like that. I hope, because I do really suck at those games where they give you a limited number of people and you have like to make the most of it. I'm more big on like resource building and building more units and stuff like that, so that if I do suck in maintaining the resources I have, I can do better in terms of like, when I say resources, like more like the units and stuff like that. But so basically, this train is going to be going by, and we have to maintain it and get the resources and stuff like that. That's basically what I'm gathering, how the game line is going to be, and from the reviews I read and stuff like that. So, man, that really is scaring me over there. Difficulty constantly saying, if you want to change it, you can change it, kind of a thing. But we'll see how it goes. Train needs to check up. We can be on our way. We'll check it out. I do really like the graphics, though. They do have like kind of like a cool like feel to them. Take a squad, go trade with the local miller, with the rest of legionnaires look after the train. Okay. So this is the catch with most of these games, where it is crucial to do this stuff, but at the same time, when you play these games, it can kind of seem tedious. But this is what I always do, is skip these steps, and then an hour into the game, and I'm like, how am I supposed to know how to do that? Well, if I did the tutorial, kind of a thing. uh Edge of the area, that's pretty simple to see. Okay, so go to the flour mills, which are, well, not there, but it says to move the selected units there. So basically, right click shows them where to go. Mills are destroyed. Seems nobody was around to get hurt. Okay, so this is more units resource gathering. I don't know why only one guy is able to do that. Just right click, right? Right clicking on it. And they don't seem to be gathering it. This is like a first minute's own goal right here, because I'm not sure why they're not gathering it. Or I could be, you will find out over time if you follow the streams that I'm extremely impatient with everything. So that could be part of it. Oh. That was the problem there. You have to click right on it. This is what I mean. These are the things that will happen. So let's collect all the food. It says 20 in total anyway, so we did it. That's up to the miller, farmhouse nearby. Let's go. So that looks like the map, larger map over here, and then we just gotta kind of like open up the ways as we go. I really, really like the graphics and the flow of this game, by the way. And you can really zoom in to get like a better look at the field, but that's like the only thing, right? Like you watch these like sometimes like reviews and previews of these games, and they'll show like ridiculously good graphics, but then you kind of like go at it and you notice that you have to zoom out half the time to play the game, because otherwise you're not going to know what the heck you're doing. Looks like we're going all the way over here. Click on this. There we are. Open the gates. Yeah, so that's the catch there. You got to click right on the icon. Got it. Being Czech is a rare thing in a game, so that's how that goes.
Musíme živit rodinu, říkám. Tak zabili. To ti trpí. Vojáci jste všichni stejní.
You soldiers are all the same. That's not a good way to talk if you know what's good for you.
Jestli bolševici chtěli jídlo, proč nechali ty pytle schořet spolu s mými? Moje to vůbec nešlo.
So basically, you find out that they kind of like burn these along the way. Good spot to scout the train track ahead. If there's trouble, at least we'll be ready. This is, I think, where I stopped playing when I was like, oh, this game looks like cool, and kind of like stopped. So let's head over here and do the rest of it. Actually, I did make it to the tracks at the end, I think, if I remember right. And then I kind of stopped playing. And honestly, like, I only chose the game to stream because it's one of the games that I kind of wanted to play, and I do feel like hopefully as we go and as you know people like start jumping on, they can kind of walk me through this. So the scouts, which you would think that's the medic, you would think that's the soldier. So how do we know which one is the scouts? I guess the question. You would think this dude is the scout, but let's find out if he's the scout. No, he's more like a sharpshooter. So the second option would be. Oh, one guy left. It's not the medic. Is there like, did we leave a guy behind or something? Who's the scout? Show yourself. Yeah, let's figure this out over here. Who is what? Rotate. Set up the machine gun. So that's definitely not him. It's the person, and that guy looks more like the fighter. She's definitely the. I mean, you would think it has to be this guy, right? Once again, I think it's an issue of not clicking in the correct spot. Oh, yeah, it was probably the highlighted area would be a lot smarter to do, but. So based on the feel so far, it looks like the goal is to get the train and not necessarily kill everybody, but let's hope stealth is not a big part of the game. Yet another one of my many weaknesses. Get back to the train. So yeah, normally it would be sniping them or something over here. So going back to the train. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, show yourself, say something. I know you're there, and then I can kind of hopefully communicate back and forth in this game, and you can kind of guide me through it, especially if you're familiar with the game. If you're not familiar with the game, I guess we'll kind of like learn as we go over here. But all right, I mean that goes without saying. We have to get everybody in here, sounds like, and then to attack the target. What are these? Oh, practice makes perfect. So we're gonna have to. This is gonna show us how to attack, I assume, which I'm still perfecting the art of clicking on the right thing. I have no idea why this works that way. Yeah, having real big difficulties. This is our first area. Looks like I'm gonna need a move, stop, silence, attack. I mean, it's a side mission. Necessarily don't have to do it, but I mean, heck, man, if you can't figure out how to do simple things like this, it's going to be a long time to get this going over here. But none of these guys really want to attack the target either, so kind of confused here. Oh, let's see. We wanted to attack that for some reason. Yeah, we really.
Pozor na babu Jagu, matku trzech czarodziejnych.
Where was the third one? Right here. Oh, man. I think I figured out what the hell the problem is. All right, this is going to take some getting used to. So basically, the arrow, usually it points to the spot, but then what you really need to aim at is not that. It's what's underneath it. So that will probably take some time to get used to over here. But this marks the exit area. Leave. Okay, so basically we just saw, I'm assuming this was just to teach us, I mean, this was pretty much to teach us like how to move the units, how to attack with units and stuff like that. Oh, I do like that. So these guys are going to keep getting, so doing the side missions looks like is going to add, because you're going to get more of these XP points, which extends your guys, which I don't know if it said that, maybe I missed it. I do rush. I'm definitely not good at overall reading, if you will. So I might have missed it if it said that somewhere in the menu, in the like the interface or something like that. As you on the other board of the train, empty-handed, discussion ensues about the recent events. Some feeling rage, some uneasy. You're lost in thought about the experience of being in command. Major Gazdik grabs you by the shoulders, snapping you out of it. You should stop bragging and start playing the role you hope for. Nobody's bragging, bro. Today you learned the bread and butter of commanding. Yes, we did. Things never go the way you imagine. Should I just let the Reds leave? Well, that's not the Liverpool Reds. They should pay for their actions, killing people, stealing, and destroying food. Whichever account, we cannot go around passing sentence as we see fit. We need to follow orders. So there's already a hothead and a guy. We have to be neutral. Oh, I had to think about the concept. You caught them red-handed. So we choose which way to go. Look what they do to their own people. What do you imagine they'll do to us when we actually face them, considering we're a sizable military force in their country while civil war is burning? I'm going to have to say we have to be neutral. Soldiers need to follow orders. We'll stick with that for now. Either way, I bet they would scatter if we faced them. Probably, because they look like they were just like minding their own business, carrying stuff. They were through to see us there. I bet they would tell everyone how Czechoslovak legionnaire shouldn't. Honest Miller and his family burned the mill and left the food to be destroyed. Shall we proceed to Moscow then, as planned? We will go to Moscow to pick up my future advisor, Captain Langer. He's currently working to negotiate our safe passage to Vladivostok. Vladivostok. Let's go with that. So, speaking of fruits, since we didn't manage to replenish our supplies, we'll stop at the next station to do so. Dismissed. Okay, so the shit's getting real, apparently, and we are starting it. So we'll see how this goes. So ultimately, the game is supposed to be this, and I'm assuming every station is going to be a different challenge, different things to do, kind of a thing. So, this is time, basically how fast the train moves at the same time. You can look at your soldiers here. They're idle because they're sitting around. Oh, that is cool. Bunch of people chilling. Storage capacity. And people actually doing the work. Okay, so this is basically your train on top. Got it. And I'm assuming when people get injured, they're going to be in the hospital part and all that kind of stuff. Train stops several dozens of meters before the station. There's another train blocking your path. Figures. As you and others exit the train, you're greeted with grave silence and few rifles aimed in your direction. From near the station is a tall red army officer walking, accompanied by two soldiers. My name is Adam. Who's in command of your unit? That'll be our Major Gazdik. You glimpses other hand resting on the hilt of the ranch knife. Sure sign he smells trouble. I'm in command of the strain. To what do I owe the pleasure? I was visiting family nearby? Wartime, bro. Nonetheless, our encounters are the most unfortunate as I have a proposition, one of mutual interests. Oh, yeah, what you got, buddy? Indeed, that's how it should be. Kind of nervy. Because it's in my power to ensure your safe passage through Russia. All you need to do is hand over your weapons. Well, that's not going to happen. Give up our weapons to you? I don't think so. Yes, I don't think so either. Good call, Gazdik. You'd probably use them to shoot us and then burn the entire station to the ground. You're not the first to pass through here. Your countrymen landed over their weapons without incident for your soldiers' sake. Do as I ask. Complete landscape with a full belly and a happy heart. I've said my piece, General. Start shooting or get out of our way. I'm liking the major. Shift uneasily on some of their rifles, which until now had been shouldered despite the obvious threats. And Morozov slowly raises his hands and smiles. There's no hint of deception in his expression. He seems at ease, almost pleased. I appreciate your candor, Major. I think we both know where we stand until we meet again. Turns away, followed by his soldiers. Everyone's a bit rattled. The departure of the train reveals the station. There, a disaster. Okay. So, create a new squads. Recommended squad size 5. Well, that's good because we only have 5 guys. So you can look at the soldiers. This is where things are going to get tricky. I'm assuming, this is as easy as it's going to get because everybody's in tip-top shape, all supplied and stuff like that. But I assume as we go, yeah, you can already see like who's on full ration, who's not, and stuff like that. Looks like a lot of resource management headed our way. Assign. We kind of like assign everybody right now. Potential rewards, XP, new soldier, fuel, cloth, food. So squats, even now we're 19 out of 23 and they were freaking chilling around for God's sake. So I'm assuming as we keep going, that's going to be one of the challenges. And as you pick guys, I assume you're going to kind of pick the guys with the stamina while suffering from quality and stuff like that. Soldiers with combat role. Oh, this basically lets you filter. So are we to expect a much heavier, bigger crowd as we go to select out of? So we'll see. It has that, I don't know if like anybody has played that game. It has that like 911 kind of a feel to it when it comes to that, like selecting people within like resources and based on their shape kind of a deal. Okay, this is where it's gonna get interesting. Looks like look around for the locals. I know the green is there. Does that mean are we that easy part of the game still? Where oh man, I see taking cover and all that kind of stuff happening over here. Yes, so whichever way of the wall you put uses them as that. Well, where's our medic? So why am I having such trouble with clicking on what I'm trying to click on? Oh, maybe if I read. Okay. So we only have one medic, right? Okay. What is the... Oh, that's the green. It looks like a freaking hairbrush. Hopefully there's some leftovers. The whole point of coming here was to find stuff, so... Truck's artillery shells driving toward the river. Sister lives there. I'm worried. Sick. Please help. We're only here for supplies, not to get involved in Russian affairs. Come on, Major. Throw some balls. And now we gotta fix the bridge. So this is actually getting kind of interesting. I kind of like this. Can find tools and materials. I mean, I guess this. Let's see how involved it is to fix it. Are we just gonna like click a button, or what are we gonna do over here? I thought there was another guy dying over here. You picked this guy up and screwed over the other guy, or what? Oh, the plot thickens. That's exactly what I just said. Okay. Acquire the repair kit. I assume that's not the repair kit. Ah, medical kits. There you go. Hey, loading this clicking thing. That's a plus. Well, that wasn't the repair kit, so joke's on me. Okay, it says the plot thickens. Acquire the repair kits. All right, so that's the. You can open them and close. What we got here? Save game. Message log is basically if you missed something, I assume. Okay, well, let's slowly keep going here. This dude is not coming. Bro, you're not coming? Oh. Yeah, probably should be a bit more strategic with this, but since it's only 3 guys, we'll do our best. Yeah, I probably should have not. Because now our own guys are hurt. So let's try this. Can we heal our own guys? Yes, we can. So it wasn't the green after all. I kind of figured, it wouldn't be that obvious, but I guess it is. Were we like supposed to have seen that those guys are there? Yeah, now I see them, but yeah, this is where we go. If we don't have the range or grenades, we'll have to storm their position. Well, this dude is a grenader, right? Can he throw the grenade from there? Well, guess not. So we are basically doing... Okay, so the rifleman. Gonna use the charge. Yeah, I didn't expect that. I thought we were gonna have to be strategic or whatever. Nope, we're going all in. I'm assuming this is because it's the easier, earlier levels over here, but I kind of really thought like we had to flank or something like that, not just like walk up to the guy and stab him, but sure. Oh, I warned you guys about this earlier, didn't I? Stealth is really not my cup of tea. So, let's close this. Focused fire. This guy does this. He's more recon. This guy's gonna throw a grenade. So attack while undetected. So you would think like I would probably looking at his vision. He's facing the wrong way. Yeah, well, so much for that. But it said gunfire. I don't know. Did I miss something? I mean, that dude is like doing. Yeah, we got into a gunfight that really did not want to, but. Okay, before we lose this guy, let's get him out of there. Okay. Sorry, as I look for back in action here. So we can, as long as you don't lose your medic, you can kind of, yeah. So as long as you don't lose the medic, you can kind of keep fixing your guys up so you don't lose guys. How do we end up with? I think I called her too early. Magdalena. There's the repair kits. You can check important info and plan their guy. Get stop the action by tactical view option. Press spacebar during a mission. Game time is paused. You can order soldier commands at ease. Okay. So this. There must be a reason to do this here. Let's one untreated soldier can interact with the medical station. All right, so I mean we healed everybody, so I don't think. So whatever we do over there. So yeah, this is good for if you're flanking and you're sending guys left and right. Got it. Where's the medic person? I guess they can heal themselves, but they're already in full health, looks like. Use the repair kit to mend the bridge. Well, I would think that would be. What is this dude? Injured. Hey, bro, go heal yourself then. Guess not. I mean, it's not like we have an engineer, right? But you would think the guy in charge of. Oh, never mind. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, it did end up being just a click, looks like. Get to the watchtower, establish control. Which is here. I'm assuming we're going to end up using the. Maybe not. Trying to figure out like when we see the enemy, like how do I know? Because last time we just like walked into those two guys that were guarding it, and I realized this is kind of like the early portion of the action here and everything, but. So the capture, it's basically got to be in the area, similar to what was that game? So gotta stop the trucks. Alright, so this is where. So who is this? Okay, so the grenade dude is this. I guess this is a good because he didn't do it earlier. So let's figure out how long he hurls the stuff. Hurl it. Oh damn! Damn! Good work.
Ten most vyzerá ako dokonalé miesto na prepadnutie. Ďalej by sme mali pokračovať až potom, čo zistíme, čo by nás mohlo čakať na druhej strane. Nemá niekto ďalekohľad?
One of these guys does. Where's the binoculars, damn it?
Vaše rozkazy, pane?
So the soldier dude. Oh, this is the recon dude. Okay. So let's check this out. Oh man, I really like this actually. It's pretty damn cool. The only thing I worry about now is people aren't in the best of shape.
Vědí, že jsme tady. Jdou si pro nás. Připravíme ten kulomet a dáme jim co proto.
Okay. So this is kind of like then this evolved into figuring out people's special talents. I think it was this dude. Set up the machine gun. Let's see how that works. Bro, what are you doing? First of all, where is he at?
Rozkazy, pane? Poslouchám, pane.
Let's stop this over here and figure out where the hell this guy is. Bastard was all the way there. Hurry up, bro. We would end up paying the price of that. Yeah, that's not gonna work. How do we go back to where we were? Because really the problem was not knowing that the guy was still behind the... Can we revive a guy? Where is our... Want to come out after watching their buddies buy it on the bridge. I don't know about buying it on the bridge. We're the ones who bought it on the bridge. I mean, if we could have done this, why didn't we do this earlier? One wonders. Yeah, I mean, what the hell? Yeah, everyone loves fireworks. Well, we should have probably done this a lot earlier. Sort of waiting for him at the bridge. Yeah, stop your whining. Grab the stuff. How do we pick this dude up? Is he gone for good? Yeah, not knowing where people are at has been the downfall over here. So hopefully, I guess they're gonna turn for the worse. Oh no, that was actually a good thing. Fixing him up. Okay, so let's. No, there's like a way to Z. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get used to this keyboard action. I also have to figure out a way. Oh, I just did figure out a way. Actually, I was trying to make sure like I don't miss anything that's on either stream or Twitch or anything like that, and I just figured out how the hell I can do that. So it's kind of quiet right now, anyway. But I'm hoping over time it won't be as quiet. Okay, everybody's sealed. Let's go. Are we? Where are the supplies?
Rozkazy.
Vaše rozkazy, pane, tak já to vypáčím. To je uhlie. Skvělé. Palivo je ta najcennější surovina na naší cestě. Nie je naša najcennější surovina jedlo?
Ovšem, v dalším depu bychom si měli koupit lokomotivu, která jezdí na borůvky. A možná bychom mohli pálit borůvky, abychom se
Your
nevlekli.
sarcasm is not appreciated, man.
Látky můžeme použít na uniformy a deky. Pojedeme do srdca Sibíry a
Zima se blíží.
pokračujte.
Jsem připravena.
Yeah, I mean, who's gonna? Oh, I can, I guess, fix this dude here.
Rozkazy, pane? Podívám se. Co by se stalo?
One thing that'd be nice would be to be able to tell people to go around and collect stuff instead of like individually telling them what to do. But
Poslouchám. Ano?
find ammo.
Čekám na rozkazy.
Can we search buildings?
Hned tam budu. Ano? Jdu to klid.
Because we got the cloth.
Schovám se. Hledám klid.
Huh.
Tom tu.
I mean, I would think, you know, the other things were kind of like shiny, so you could tell that, you know, was something to interact with. I don't see anything to interact with here.
Přesouvam se. Rozumím.
I mean, do we just keep going? We were down there, right? Yeah, let's send this dude over there. Where's it?
Rozumím.
Like stuck in the very corner or something? I don't know. No, we were there.
Hledám klid.
Okay, I'm blind. Where's this ammo that you speak of? Can't go in the buildings.
Ano, pane.
Yeah, we got the artillery strike. You should have still bitter about that. So we can turn the map around like this, just in case it's like a.
Okay.
Yeah, that didn't help at all. Let's go back to our original views because it's gonna get the old ass backwards. The dead won't miss it.
Jdu to klid.
Is that like one guy searches or something?
Čekám na rozkazy.
Yeah, this is kind of frustrating because I can't tell what ammo is. Oh, I mean, saving the game helps, but nope. Mission objectives, no. Loot and missions. I mean, based on this, it does look like it's gonna be.
Jste? Czekam na rozkazy.
It does come up different though. See, like these are all footmarks. Yeah, but that's something taking cover instead of going somewhere. So just debunk my own theory there.
Rozumím.
Interesting. Does this mode tell us where stuff is? Not really. Okay.
Připraven, pane.
I wonder if there's a button to select everybody at once. Select all units. Control A. Okay. Because that would have been useful earlier. And you can group them any which way you want. Okay. Ah, for fuck's sakes. It was 0 this time? Seriously. Like, how the hell was I supposed to know that? This is where I need somebody to tell me these things.
Všechnu tu munici musí být velmi zdatný z bajonety.
No, teď mi z bajometě dojde munici a je to len vreme.
Escorted to the exit area. Yeah, we didn't really escort anybody, did we? Oh, we did 2. Yeah, but I didn't have a shot at the third guy. He freaking died.
Postarám se o to. Jste? Už jdu.
Yeah. Having said that, forgot this dude. Where is this dude?
Počúvam.
Oh my god, he's still up there? Bro, we're leaving. Oh, for fuck's sakes, he's like all the way over there. I thought, once we captured that thing and looked around, that was it. Okay. Really liking this game so far, but I can already tell it's going to get ridiculously complicated and difficult. So hopefully, as we go on and as I keep doing this, I will have some people kind of like giving me a hand with this because it looks like it's going to get really tricky. But as I said in the beginning, like you want the game to be a perfect mix of tricky, like challenging, but doable, so that when you do fail, you should be able to say, man, if I did this, I would have done it. So you try again and stuff. Like games where you're like, there's no way. I just don't think, I mean, at least I don't go back to those games. I mark them as I'm stuck somewhere, and that's basically what happens. That was the third guy. Control A.
Rozumím.
Did we
Poslouchám. Jdu.
lose a guy? He's not dead or anything, is he?
Počúvam. Nie, to nejde. Pripravený. Vaše rozkazy, pane.
There should be like a show 'em map or something like that, but
Vaše rozkazy, pane. Nie, to nejde. Ako rozkážete, pane. Vyrážam.
bro, making everybody wait for you. Seriously. Yeah, that's kind of tedious. I guess, well, and this one does not have, we had it when the train was moving, in terms of being able to speed up the game. I don't see anything over here, so we're kind of stuck with how fast the dude moves overall. There we go. Leaving. Assign medals. Well, I mean, heck, the medic should get one, right? So we need 2 more. The grenade dude should get one. I thought he put in a good shift over there. Get the most of it done. And, well, the bridge dude was not very helpful, but let's give him another medal as well. I don't know what these medals do. Hopefully it will be explained. So the village, we tried and succeeded. Got it. And that completes this mission. This is all the stuff we gathered. Usage overview. Oh, okay. So the more fights you get into, this is where things are going to. I mean, we obviously got a lot of ammo in return, but what you use to get what you're gonna has to be like, you gotta be a lot smarter, I'm assuming, down the road, so that you don't just waste the ammo and use it all up and stuff like that too. So I haven't acted against armor, most though not all feel that the artillery strike on the res was justified. This guy's always lost in thought. And why now? Isn't Captain Langer conducting negotiations in Moscow? I have letters to write, he says, and the train is not going to get us to Moscow by self-dismissed. Okay, I think at this point, I am going to complete this one up, where we're close to an hour, and it's a good point to save, I think. I'm assuming we got most of the game basics done by now, but I don't know, man. It looks like a really complicated game overall. So I will save this game over here. And then hopefully in the next one, at least for this track, we'll kind of like continue on this over here. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you like the game, what you think about the game. If you have the game and if you have warnings to give me, I would love to hear those as well, because I do want to know what I'm up against. I think I get a good feeling of a lot of tight resource management, as well as, you know, like looking in like the bigger picture stuff and directing specific units to specific locations. So it's a real-time strategy, but not in the sense looks like where, I know it's like Age of Empires or something like that, where you're like doing lots more of, I should say, units, like, you know, management and stuff like that. So but that will be it for this one. Like I say, let me know what your thoughts. Hopefully I'll continue doing those, and hopefully as we keep growing, I'll have some people along with me. We'll play along, chat along, and keep going. So that's it for this time. Take care.